Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? This is your host, Abe Dunks, and this is the first episode of The Boys. I have here my co-host, my brother. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Green. My name is Green Ninja 22. You can call me Green. Or easier.
All right, man. So how was your week, man? Did you do anything exciting?
My week was good. I did not do anything exciting other than work. But yeah, how about yours?
I was all right, man. Honestly, just had a lot of work. It was super hot. Of course, as people might know, or if y'all don't, I work at FedEx, and we work in a warehouse where there's literally no AC, just fans, and yeah, this heat. I mean, we are from Texas, so it can be definitely brutal.
I work at a bakery,
Oh, so you
so
had AC.
I have AC. Yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure by now everybody either seen, heard, or maybe had a little taste of Deadpool and Wolverine. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go deep into. We're gonna go balls deep. You know what I mean? Balls deep into it. And hopefully, get a better understanding of what y'all liked, what y'all didn't like. But yeah, this is gonna be our take. So I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna let my brother have his opinion. So I was glad that we went to go see it on Saturday because honestly, like, dude, like Sunday, um, all day Sunday, everybody was posting like either clips, spoilers, and then I mean, I fell asleep all day Saturday. Woke up on Sunday morning to Robert Downey Jr. coming out as Victor Von Doom. Do you want to talk about the Victor Von Doom first, and then we'll get into the movie? Let's talk about that. So Victor Von Doom, Robert Downey Jr. came out. Let me give you my take first, and then I'll let you go. I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is the golden child of Disney, or of Marvel, actually, not Disney, but of Marvel. So bringing him back, I think, was a good strategic move for Marvel because, like, you know, because of Robert Downey Jr., Marvel is where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that might be a hot take for some people, but I feel like Robert Downey Jr. has set up Marvel where it's at right now. And I feel like Robert Downey Jr., I cannot express that much, that he's the golden child of Marvel. That's why they brought him back. Apparently, they gave him what, $80 million to come back. I mean, I had already showed you some leaks that said that apparently they were already talking to him. So before they even made the decision or showed him at Comic Con, I kind of already had an idea. They were talking about bringing the guy from Peaky Blinders as well. What's his name? Cillian Murphy. Apparently, they wanted him to become Victor Von Doom. Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad Victor Von Doom. I know he did really good in Peaky Blinders. You've seen Peaky Blinders. I haven't, but I love that actor. And I mean, Robert Downey Jr. and him were both on Oppenheimer, right? So it would have been good to see him as a Victor Von Doom, but I'm not mad at it. I know people have interesting thoughts, but I think Marvel bringing Robert Downey Jr. really, like, it's the talk of the year, of the summer, and maybe the rest of the year. Everybody talks about it. Like, I'm talking about, like, people who don't even are not even into Marvel stuff. Where, like, even at work, they're like, "Oh my god, did you see Robert Downey Jr. is coming back?" I was like, "Bro, you're not even a Marvel fan. You're a DC fan." And there's people that don't even watch anything. They're like, "Bro, did you see Robert Downey Jr. was coming back?" I was like, "Bro, like, how do you know this?" And he was like, "Oh, it's everywhere on my TikTok feed." And I was like, yeah, he is. And he's like, "Oh, like, what do you think? I know you went to go see the movie." And I was like, "I mean, I love it. You know what I mean? It was a smart move, but let me let you say what you have to say. What you think about that?"
I think it's very interesting Because first of all, I didn't think he was gonna be Doom, and I haven't been keeping up with movies lately, so I didn't see that Kine Dynasty got canceled. Well, I think I have, but I didn't really gave much to it. But I mean, according to comics, I'm not big on comics. I haven't read a lot of them, but there is comics where Doom and Iron Man have a similarity, or Iron Man becoming Doom or Doom becoming Iron Man. So I guess if you do it right, it could be possible. It could be a good movie. But well, I'm more interested in the interactions he's gonna have with other people. Like you just seeing Iron Man get off and then come out of nowhere with Doom. And that's a pretty interesting interaction, especially with Spider Man. Like, oh, what the? So I think that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Like, do you think Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be Victor Von Doom by himself, or do you think they're gonna like put it in a way? Because of course in the comics, whatever, Victor Von Doom becomes Iron Man after Tony Stark's dead. Well, technically, Victor Von Doom kills him, and apparently he goes after Thanos. Like you said, I'm not into comics as well either. I just been reading what people been posting on TikTok, and lately once they said that Robert Downey Jr. is coming, like, oh, is he gonna be Iron Man? Is he gonna be Victor Von Doom? So that is gonna be interesting. Now the other thing is I'm glad I saw this movie when I saw it because I didn't get to get spoilers before the movie. My friend got all the spoilers before he saw the movie. He was like, dude, honestly, like, I wish I would have seen it earlier because like I already knew the people that were gonna come out, like Gambit, Elektra, Blade, and stuff like that. So he was like, dude, like, honestly, like, I wish I would have seen it like when you saw it, which was Saturday, because he went to go see it. I think he went to go see it like Monday or Tuesday. I mean, by then everybody was already spoiling the shit out the movie. You know what I mean? Like, n- no debate there, right? But so let's get into the movie. The movie was really good. IGN gave it a 7.5, I think, which makes no sense because they gave She-Hulk a 10 out of 10. I haven't seen She-Hulk. I know you haven't seen She-Hulk, but TikToks that I've seen, it's not that good. The only part is like when he Hulk smashes Daredevil is probably like the good part, and that's it. I don't know why Meg Thee Stallion is in there. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get boost views or whatever. I know Loki was another season that they were saying we had to watch before the movie. I mean, we both didn't see it, but we kind of understood the void or whatever. Now I'm getting a little bit more familiar with the void. Now I know what the void is after the movie, after the fact that I saw it. But I give it a 10 out of 10. Hugh Jackman somehow looks younger than when I was younger. When I was in elementary and he was X-Men, he looked like he was 50. And now he's 50 and he looks like he's 20. Like, that makes no sense. Uh but yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. Let me get your rating and then we'll talk about the movie.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9. It's a good solid 9. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Can you say why?
Uh, I give it a 9 because apart from it being funny, it explains a lot to you, and you are surprised of who comes back out of nowhere, and people that you thought couldn't have come back came back out of nowhere. So you didn't expect I expected cameos from people. So I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? But it's pretty interesting.
I think the cameos made this movie with the movie, like, that's why the movie's so good because of the cameos. I don't know if you agree on that, but yeah, talking about cameos, I mean, let's start with the spoilers. I should have started with the spoilers, but there's gonna be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't listen to the podcast. I'll be putting this before and after. I mean, before the trailer. I mean, on in my trailer. So don't worry, guys. I'll give you a little warning. But Johnny Storm is there. he comes down and he's like, "Oh my god, he's about to say it," and he thinks he's gonna say "Avengers Assemble," and he says "Flame on," and he's like, "Excuse me," and Chris Evans turns into Johnny Storm. Were you expecting that?
No, I was not. That was my favorite one. That was my favorite cameo. I didn't think. I really thought he was Captain America because he had the blue on, so I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But I mean, his little hood was covering the floor. Once he takes off. You see the floor. I'm like, what the?
Bro, honestly, with the hoodie, he looked like Megatron from is it Revenge of the Fallen when he's in the desert, and or Doctor the Moon when he's with the little hoodie. That's what Chris Evans looked like, honestly. But yeah, dude, like I thought he was Captain America because I was like, oh, Captain America is there because Falcon's gonna be the new Captain America, so everyone forgets about Evans Captain America, and then he turns into Johnny Storm. Another thing that you had told me when we were watching the movie is that they were driving the Fantastic Four car, which I heard you say it during the movie, but I didn't catch it until the very end when we came home and I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, excuse me, I was like, oh damn, and they were driving the Fantastic Four, which makes sense because everybody by now this is like what the third series of Fantastic Four because they remade it after the Johnny Storm and then and now they're remaking it now with the Fantastic Four first steps apparently with Pedro Pascal. I'm looking forward for Invisible Woman. She came out on Hobbs and the Rock movie, Hobbs and Shaw. Bro, she's so hot. I'm looking forward for that. Pedro Pascal is everywhere. I know. Shout out to Zach from Collecting Weekly. I know he's tired of seeing that. And my boy CM Chuck, shout out to Chuck. I call him Pedro Pascal because he's been drinking Coronas lately. But yeah, so that cameo was good. Blade, Elektra, Gambit came out as Channing Tatum, and then X-23, which is the girl, came out as well. Let's see what else can we say about the movie. Uh, it was comedy. It had me like laughing throughout the whole movie. There was a lot of parts were funny. I think we have to address something that we can't address the elephant in the room. They had Cavill there from Superman. What's his name?
Campbell.
Yeah, Kevin Campbell. They had him as Wolverine, and he says, what does he say? The Calvary is here, or something like that. And that shit, oh man, dude, that shit was hilarious. We're, was what was your most surprising cameo? Mine was Johnny Storm, but what was your more surprising cameo out of all the cameos that there was?
Uh, my my most surprising one was Gambit and Johnny Storm. Gambit for the first time seeing him, or because they always talked about him in the X Men, but he never came out. Now he's actually in the big picture. It's actually pretty exciting to see. There is one cameo. It's an X Men. He's wearing the OG suit, and he's finding the Hulk. Where he goes to see because that's one in the comics. That's the first time you see Wolverine. That's the first time. I kind of the first time I think. Yeah, in the comics where he's finding the Hulk.
Yeah, I think I'm not too sure. Don't crucify me for this, but I think they actually make Wolverine in the lab to fight Hulk because there's no one that can stop Hulk. And I think that's the reason they make Hulk. I might be wrong, but I think you're talking about X-Men '97, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's. Yeah. That the suit. Well, the suit was cool, like yellow and blue. We kind of already knew that he was gonna wear that because. Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 There was other cameos that I saw. And I saw during the movie, but maybe after the movie, I kind of found out who it was. Like the guy with the red and white shirt, that's Russian. Apparently he's one of the X-Men on there. He's one of the bad guys. He works for the where when Ant-Man when they go to Ant-Man's face, he's the tall guy, the swole one. Apparently his name's Russian in the comic. I don't know if you saw that. There's other stuff. I should have sent you the video before we started watching this. But yeah, they talk about the multiverse. They say it's mess after mess after mess. Uh, do you think Marvel is going to continue with the multiverse? They asked me what did I think about that comment. I don't mind it because I think in order for you to bring other guys into the movie, you're gonna need a multiverse. Multiverse is good. Yeah, not always. Maybe kind of like when on a rainy day you call it. I didn't mind it, but what do you think? Did you mind the comment? Like what you think of that comment when he said it's miss after miss after miss? Was he right? Was he wrong? And second, do you think Marvel will continue using that?
I think it could be a miss at the miss, but the multiverse theory, I love it. I love it because I love the idea of having a multiverse. I think because in the multiverse where anything is possible, and it does give you openings to a lot of things. So, I mean, in this case, we're making X-Men, Fantastic Four come into the picture along with Marvel, and then it also gives you a possibility of giving like DC against Marvel. That's a possibility because there's also a multiverse. So in the multiverse, I just love the theory of the multiverse. Like any possibility can happen, and it gives you like the different variants. Because I love the different variants, especially in Spider-Man. I love the different variants. So I think that.
Damn, well said, man. I couldn't have said it better. Um, what else did we see on there? I think so. We saw all the different Deadpools. We saw baby Deadpool. We saw a nice pool. We saw a lady pool. We saw a cowboy pool. Um, those variants were pretty dope. They had the samurai pool, the Canadian pool. I think my favorite one, it has to be the baby pool. Like that's just my like that thing is so damn cute. I know Money Mendes was like shout out to my boy Money Mendes, but I know he was like, oh, he was just there, which he was just like sitting there on top of the trash can. He didn't really do much, but like the popcorn bucket that came out as baby pool, like I wanted so bad. Like honestly, like I'll pay $100 for it. Like that's just me. I think it's a must have. This movie made me kind of like that. Like I want the popcorn buckets. Before I would just go see the movie. I didn't care about the merch, but now I'm like, man, I really want that. But yeah, the baby pool was insane. What was your favorite uh pool besides that pool, of course?
Um, I think mine would be probably either samurai pool or cowboy pool. It was really funny. Dog pool was pretty cool too. It's really funny.
Yeah, dog pool was funny because he was ugly, but he was cute at the same time. And yeah, his tongue was out. He got to keep him at the very end. Um, he
He kind of made himself.
yeah, well, yeah, well, he kind of he set himself up to keep the dog. What else did we see? Oh, let's talk about your favorite joke on there. I have a lot. I think the first one has to be when he goes and headbutts the camera. He's like, "Suck it, Fox! I'm coming to Disneyland." I think the second one has to be when what's his name, Wolverine finally puts on his hoodie. He's like, he looks like Batman, but he can move his neck more. I was laughing at my ass off at that joke because I mean it's true. I don't know if you, I can't unsee this joke anymore, and I don't know. I'm about to make it and make it hard for people to watch it. But Wolverine's face on the mask looks like two Batmans kissing. Can you see that? Uh, so that was my second joke. And then we'll talk about the ending in the movie.
My joke, I'm only gonna say one because the second, I mean, I'm gonna say my second one because my first one is too dark to say it, and I know people, so what do you call it? But my second favorite joke was when he told Gambit, I'm sorry, beautiful, but who's the dialect coach? The Minions? Uh,
Bro, that one was funny because everything that the Gambit was saying, you cannot understand that guy, especially when they're about to fight everybody and they go, "Oh, I'm about to make a name for myself." You should make sure people know what happened here. The ending was a little bit tricky because they're both expected to die. Wolverine and Deadpool. They both join forces to destroy the machine. They destroy what's her name? The they destroy the main character's name. I can't I'm not gonna go look it up right now. But they destroy her and they destroy the machine and they they stay alive, which they were supposed to die, right? Because the paradox even says, "How are y'all still alive?" Right? And apparently, from what I've seen, is that quote unquote Deadpool and Wolverine get special powers because of that, and they regenerate. So apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. They, if they wanted to, they could go back, fight Thanos, and Thanos won't be able to touch them because they're so powerful. But do you think with these special powers, will they go back and kill Thanos before he kills Tony Stark, or do you think like Thanos and Iron Man are both dead for good?
I think they're both there for good because, to be honest, I don't see the reason why Wolverine or Deadpool will go back. There's not literally no point for it. I mean, there's nothing like literally there's nothing for you left. I said, what are you looking for? So I think it's just I think Wolverine is and Deadpool are just the reason for future movies happening. Like they're the reason why X-Men and Fantastic Four are gonna come into the picture. So guess that's what.
That's very true. Um, yeah, guys, the movie is 10 out of 10. I recommend you go see it. My friend who has kids, because I have a daughter, she has her kids, and she's like, "Hey, did you go see the movie? How was it?" And she asked me, would you recommend it for kids? Honestly, it's up to you. There is a lot of cuss words. There is a lot of blood. If you're a parent that just like, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. Then go ahead. But if you're kind of like a parent that wants to keep your child, kind of away from that stuff, then yeah, don't take it. I would say wait till the summer's over, wait till your kid goes back to school and go see it with your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, or go watch it with your friends, whenever you have the time. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for kids. That's just me. But that's just my opinion. Let's talk about what happens next. What happens next after this? There's a lot of things that could happen. Apparently, they both want to Tom Holland Spider-Man. And the other thing I want to touch before we go of what's next is a lot of people have been debating this. Is this a Deadpool 3 movie or is this just Deadpool Wolverine? What do you think? I saw it as a Deadpool Wolverine because there's a movie where Evans is on, I think, Jimmy Kimmel show, or Jimmy Fallon show. They're like, "Oh, what'd you do a Deadpool for?" He's like, "Oh God, no." He was like, "I'll divorce my wife. My wife will divorce me. My kids will divorce me." And it's like on Jimmy Fallon. And he's like, "Wow, the kids will divorce you." And I was like, "Well, actually, the movie is called Deadpool Wolverine. It's not called Deadpool 3. So does that mean Deadpool 3 is coming? Like, is he gonna be doing some stuff on his own?" We did see them kind of go with each other at the end. They were in the house with the whole family and friends. Um, but what do you think? Do you think they go separate ways, or do you think they just get into more bad shit together?
I think uh I think they just get into more bad shit together. I think Deadpool standalone movies are done because now it's the bigger picture. You got the first step done. You got the multiverse to be real. Now it's the bigger picture and bringing everyone into it. So next step will be, I mean, go to the X-Men, bring them into it. Go to the Fantastic Four because I still want to see how exactly Fantastic Four gets to our universe. Because I mean, not quote unquote. Fantastic Four does take in the 1960s. So exactly how do you get to your universe? So I want to see that. And well, then the big even bigger picture will be Doomsday and Secret Wars, and that's whenever it comes into it, and that where all hell gets loose, and I want to see that. And on Secret Wars, that's where at the same time Miles Morales comes. Also, he's in it, and Spider Man has the symbiote. So that's interesting.
Yeah, symbiote suit. That's a word that my boy Sack loves. Oxfather. That's his favorite word. That's his favorite suit from Spider-Man. Um, yeah, I think you have a you're right on everything you said. I kind of you know agree with you with everything you said. I personally believe there's still another standalone Deadpool movie, but we'll see in the future. We'll see what the future holds for them. But yeah, talking about Fantastic Four, you made a very great talk there, or debate, however you want to call it. It does take an alternative universe. One of my friends, he was at Comic-Con, so he goes to Comic-Con because he's from LA, so he goes to Comic-Con every year. But this is the first year he actually got in to go into the to where Marvel does the press conference and stuff like that. So he said they didn't do a trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps. They brought out I think the day before he was there. I think Saturday they brought out the characters. He was there when Robert Downey Jr. came out, which is probably the best day to be there, right? But he said that they just show like a couple behind the scenes. He said the spacesuits look badass. I'm a big fan of spacesuits. I don't know if anybody else. I just think astronauts are super cool. So I think I saw a leak footage of them wearing like a light blue with white with the American flag. I think that's gonna be badass. Um because it does take like 1960s, 1950s. I think like when the Apollo 11, like when we first landed the first man on the moon. So I think that's gonna be interesting. It's kind of gonna be like Transformers Revenge. Dark of the Moon. You know what I mean, with the Apollo 11, kind of showing the astronauts and stuff like that. You know how they showed John F. Kennedy and stuff like that. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying John F. Kennedy is going to be on Fantastic Four, but hey, you know, anything is possible, right? So, yeah, that is going to be kind of crazy. Let's talk about the next important news. Is Russo Brothers is back. They're gonna be directing Doomsday. Well, first of all, next two movies are gonna come out: Avengers Doomsday, which it was previously called something different, and is now gonna be Khan's Dynasty. Now it's going to be called Doomsday, and then that's going to be delivered, I think, June 2026. The next one is going to be delivered Avengers Secret Wars. I think they said December 2027. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. I know somewhere 2027. So 2026, 2027. I think 2026 is going to be a crazy year for Marvel because Spider-Man's supposed to come back. I know they have other shows coming out. Um, but movies is back, right? And that's just me. But Russo brothers, I don't know a lot about the Russo brothers. I know they did Civil War, they did Endgame, a couple other Avenger movies, of course. But it is going to be interesting where they take Doomsday, Secret Wars. You know a little bit more about Russo brothers than me. So what was your opinion of seeing them come back?
I like to see him come back because that means not to be messed up or anything, but that means that the movie's gonna be good, and you're actually gonna either see what you expected, or it's gonna exceed your expectations. Because anything can happen. Because at the same time, in Fantastic Four, the only thing I did see is a spoiler, or not. Well, yeah, it is a spoiler. You see Galactus. Galactus is another big threat, but then uh Thanos and Doom. But that's also gonna be uh what do you call it, interesting interaction. And at the same time, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see how exactly Fantastic Four comes into our universe. Because quote unquote, we are the sacred timeline. So it's gonna be interesting to see everyone come into the sacred timeline.
There you go, folks. That's my co-host with his opinions. Yeah, yeah, I'm super excited. Um, let's see, what else can we talk about? Um, I guess would you would you have liked to see someone else playing Robert Downey? I mean, not Robert Downey Jr. Victor Von Doom. Would you have rather seen someone else play him and directed with the Russo brothers, or do you think Marvel got it right by bringing Robert Downey Jr. back?
Uh, it would have been nice to see someone else. I don't really have anyone particular in mind, but well, at this point, any possibility is possible. So, and to be honest, I'm not making it. I'm not making the movie. So, if you thought this was the right thing to do, I mean, hey, I'm trusting you to do something good with it. I trust in you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't have mind seeing Murphy. You know, what I mean, the guy from Peaky Blinders playing Victor Von Doom. Honestly, they have reported that when they first said that the they were gonna reinvent Victor Von Doom. Um, I just hope that you know how Tony Stark was a playboy. He had all the money and stuff like that. I just hope that they don't do that with Victor Von Doom. I hope, you know, when Victor Von Doom, when we talk about it, I haven't seen the Fantastic Four, the new ones that they made. I've only seen the old ones, the ones from 2000s, 2009 or whatever when they first came out. The ones with Chris Evans. Uh, Fantastic Four for the first one, and then Silver Surf, Revenge of the Silver Surfer, whatever, Silver Surfer, whatever it's called. Um, when you talk about Victor Von Doom, that's who I think of that actor in those movies. You know what I mean? Like just a very you know serious guy, not really too like playboyish because Tony Stark kind of shows off his cars, he shows off his money, and it's like, oh, I'm rich, right? And Victor Von Doom is kind of more like he loves Susan Storm, he's in love with her, but loses her to Mr. Fantastic, uh, Ramon Richards, Reed Richards, Ramon Richards. Someone said that they're like it's not Reed Richards no more, it's Ricardo because of Pedro Pascal, which I thought that was funny. But yeah, I just hope they keep him serious. They keep him as Victor Von Doom. They don't try to make him as a playboy.
Um, I think it's interesting because whenever he got shown as the Doom, he said different mask, same task. What does that mean exactly? Like that could mean something. Also, I want to see. Does that mean he also comes out in Fantastic Four? Because I mean, Doom comes from Fantastic Four. So is he gonna come out in it, or is a different variant gonna come out of Doom in Fantastic Four?
You read my mind. That's why you're my co-host, man. I was gonna ask you, do you think we will see this Victor Von Doom on Fantastic Four First Steps? Because technically, Fantastic Four First Steps is still it's still in filming, right? They haven't finished anything yet. They just started, from what I'm understanding, because they barely got the full set of four, right? Of the actors who are gonna play them. I I would like to see him. I would like to see Robert Downey Jr. in this movie, but I think for some reason they're gonna wait for him to the end and bring him back in maybe Fantastic Four Part Two. That's just my opinion. Um, what else can I say? But okay, let's answer this question. Does Robert Downey Jr. become? Does he stay as Victor Von Doom, or is he just gonna play Doctor Doom? Because apparently that's what they're saying. Or does he become Iron Man, like the comics say? And everyone, once they saw that Robert Downey Jr. was gonna play Victor Von Doom, they were like, "Damn!" Once he confronts Spider-Man on Secret Wars or Doomsday, that's gonna be crazy because Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Spider-Man was like, his golden child to Tony Stark. Tony Stark was his mentor. Another thing too, well, we'll talk about that after this, but okay, let me know what you think about that.
I think in Fantastic Four, I don't know why. I feel like the Doom, Robert Downey Jr. I think he's gonna be a post credit scene. I feel like that's gonna be him. Like, or you find out it's gonna be him. Their interaction with Peter and him, it's gonna be intense because knowing that you lost everything. Because quote unquote, what I heard from the new Spider-Man is that the story is about him facing his past. Like he has sleepless nights. And he's confronting his past and everything. So I mean, after you done all that and like, oh, you know what? I got better, and then out of nowhere, you're like, oh, I just see my mentor come out of nowhere, and he's not only that, but he's evil, and not only that, I gotta fight him. So so many feelings. What the heck do I do now?
Yeah, bringing him on a post credit scene would be crazy, but I mean, either way, if they bring him in a post credit scene, that'll be nice. But if they bring him in the movie, that'll be great too, of course. Um, okay, so going back to the Deadpool Wolverine movie real quick. I don't know if you noticed. I noticed this after the because of the Easter egg video that I saw on TikTok. But when what's his name? Deadpool is in Happy's office when he's doing the interview. You know how they show Captain America's shield, they show Captain America's uh, Iron Man's helmet. Okay, Iron Man's helmet. When they show Iron Man's helmet, they show Tony Stark by himself. They cover Tom Holland. I don't know if you caught that when we were watching the movie. So apparently, because technically everyone forgot about Spider-Man because of everyone forgot about Peter Parker because of the goddamn multiverse with Doc Stranger. But what do you think about that?
Uh, I did recognize that. I recognize that, but like I said, everyone forgets about Peter Parker. So in theory, well, not in theory, oh yeah, in theory, everyone who fought alongside Peter Parker just knows him as Spider-Man. So like in Avengers, I fought alongside Spider-Man. I didn't know him as Peter Parker. Don't know who that is. So and to this day, uh, it's just Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man is just Spider-Man. He never showed his face. He's not Peter Parker. He's just Spider-Man.
All right, guys. Well, we're at the 40-minute mark, which is crazy because it doesn't seem like we've been sitting here for 40 minutes. But yeah, that was our Deadpool and Wolverine deep dive, balls deep dive. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Before we go, um, there's this podcast is gonna be about movies, about our lifestyle, about sports. Well, I'll be talking about sports by myself. We're gonna be talking about video games. I think I'll talk about interesting things that I'm excited to see and play, and then I'll give it to you, and you say what you have to say. I'm excited to play Assassin's Creed new game. It's a samurai one. Um, I know everyone keeps recommending Ghost of Tsushima. I can't say that. Everyone knows that, but I wanna play the new Assassin's Creed. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Just because I'm biased, anything COD, I play it no matter if it's bad or good. Even I mean, don't lie to yourself, people. You say, oh, that game's gonna be trash, but you end up buying it, especially if it's on sale, right? So I guess movies that I'm looking forward is the Santa Claus movie with Rock and Chris Evans. I think that one was pretty well. Actually, the trailer that we saw at the movies apparently is no one has seen it. So because I told my friend about it at work and he's like, no, I haven't seen it, and we tried to look for it, it wasn't popping up. So I guess the trailer that we saw at the movies was the first trailer. The Captain America, just because of what's Giancarlo's, which is the guy who came out as Gus on Breaking Bad. I'm looking forward for that. I know you feel way of Henry Ford playing Red Hulk. I know you don't like that. I don't like that either. He's too old. They could have got someone younger. What else? What else? Borderlands. That movie looked good, bro. The Borderlands movie with Kevin Hart. I can't wait for that movie. I heard Alien is really good. My friend from work said he got a leak somewhere online and he got to see it. He said he saw half of it. Or I guess they only had half of the movie on there. He's like, dude, it's so fucking good. Like you should go watch it. So, anything that you're looking for?
For movies, I think the Alien one was good. Well, cause I saw the last Alien movie, the last Alien movie that came out. I saw it. It was pretty good. I forgot what it's called. Is Alien Isolation or is that the game? I forgot what it's called. But for game wise, Sparking Zero Dragon Ball is what I'm looking forward for.
When does that come out?
I think it comes out in December or September. Somewhere around.
Christmas.
Yeah, around there. Uh, Call of Duty. At this point, no offense, I don't care about it. It's the same. It's the same sweats every day.
Yeah.
The same sweats every day, and I'm getting at the point where I'm kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm falling off, so I don't got time for that.
Shows coming up later.
TV shows. I still be watching my own Family Guy. Oh, Umbrella Academy. The last season of Umbrella Academy. On August 8th, it comes out. Not that far from here.
Today's the 4 days.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the last season, and I like that Umbrella Academy. I really liked it. Uh, Another point from what we brought from the interaction between Peter and Doom. I think it's gonna be even more sadder because, like how we said, uh, no one remembers Peter Parker. So technically, I remembered you, but you don't remember me, and that's even more sad because he's gonna be like, "Well, who the heck are you? I don't know you. I don't know no Peter Parker. I never mentored no kid." So that's gonna be interesting. Oh, and that game, Coach of Tsushima. If you haven't played it, I really recommend it. It's peak Very beautiful, very peak.
Well, there you go, guys. Well, was the first episode. Let me know what y'all guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm your host, Abe Dunks, with my co-host,
Green.
and we'll catch you next episode. Thank you guys for watching.